The phone has rung 3 times.
3 times. The fax machine has gone off once.
My intern Harper is yelling, "It's time, it's time!"
Dance around the coffee pot and throw in the poison entrails. You'll go in first. A toad that sat under a cold rock for a month, oozing green slime from its pores.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and coffee bubble.
We'll boil you in the coffee next. A slice of a swamp snake, all the rest of you in too. A newt's eye, a frog's tongue, and fur from a bat. A lizard's leg, an owl's wing. Let's make a pot of joe, and boil and bubble, make a cappuccino from hell.
Double, double, toil and trouble,
Fire burn and coffee bubble.
Here are some more ingredients. Spaghetti from my pockets, armpit scum from the smelliest of them all, dead skin from my grandmother's feet, mucus from the most drainiest person out there, and earwax, again, from my grandmother's ears. Now make this coffee the gooeyest of them all. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and coffee bubble.
We'll cool the mixture with creamer, and then the coffee will be done.
What's up, my witches? Well done. I admire your efforts. Come, dance around the coffee pot, enchanting everything you put in it like a ring of elves and fairies.
What do you mean? Oh, what do you mean? When you nod your head yes, but you wanna say no. What do you mean? I can tell something is coming through the vibrations of my phone. The door's open for whoever's knocking.
What's going on here, you evil assailants? What are you doing?
Something there isn't a word for.
I don't know how you know the things you do, but I insist you answer my questions. I command you in the name of whatever manager you serve. I don't care if you make filing cabinets fall on people, you ruin our delivery routes. Just tell me what I want to know.
Speak.
Demand.
We will answer.
Would you rather hear these from our mouths or our bosses?
Page them. Now.
Come high, low bosses, and show us what you do.
Would you like a fresh cup of coffee while we wait? He can read your thoughts. Listen but don't speak.
Macbeth, Macbeth, Macbeth. Beware Macduff, beware manager of Fife. Let me go enough.
Whatever you are, thank you for your advice. You have guessed exactly what I have feared, but one more word.
He will not be commanded by you. Here's another stronger than the first.
Macbeth, Macbeth, Macbeth.
If I had 3 ears, I would hear with all 3.
Be violent, be brave, be bold. Laugh at the power of other men, for no one born of a woman will ever beat Macbeth.
Then I don't need to kill Macduff. I have no reason to fear him. But I'll make doubly sure. I'll make sure by having you kill him. Then I will guarantee my fate and I'll be able to sleep at night. But tell me, who is this spirit that wears a CEO name tag?
Listen but don't speak to it.
Be brave like the lion, do not fear those who hate you or conspire against you. Macbeth will not be defeated until the printer prints gold.
But that is not possible. Who has the power to command a printer to print gold? Ooh, these were sweet omens. Good, now my murders will never come to threaten me, and I shall be CEO for the rest of my natural-born life. But one more thing. Tell me, will Banquo's son ever become CEO?
Don't try to find out more.
I demand to be satisfied. If you refuse, let an evil curse fall upon you. Tell me, why does that coffee taste poor and what is that music?
Show him and make him grieve. Come like shadows and depart in the same way.
I just don't get it. There were 8 little blonde boys and one of them was holding a mirror. It seemed like the line went on forever. Some of them were even holding briefcases, which means that they were in charge of multiple branches. Is all this true?
Yes, but why do you stand there so dumbfounded? Come on, colleagues, let's dance for him.
You! Peeking through the door, come inside.
What's up?
Did you see those weird assistants?
No.
But didn't they pass you?
No.
Those women are crazy. Damn those who trust them. I heard the door open. Who arrived?
2 or 3 men. They said Macduff was going to England? The England apartment?
England.
Here, I brought you this drink.
Oh, thank you. So, what did he do that made him leave?
You have to be patient.
He had no patience. He had to run away. Even if you're not a traitor, you start to look like one.
You don't know if it was wisdom or fear that made him run.
How could it be wisdom? He left his wife, children, and job in a place that was so unsafe, he left it himself. It had nothing to do with wisdom. It had only to do with fear.
My associate, I'm begging you to pull yourself together. He understands what he's doing, and it's not safe for me to say much more than this. I must be going now, but it won't be long.
He's dead to me. Honestly, he's dead to me. Your father is dead. How are you going to live?
I'll live the way secretaries do.
How are you going to do that? Eat Cheerios and yogurt?
I mean, I will live on whatever I get, like they do.
You would make a pitiful secretary. You wouldn't even know to put a stamp on an envelope.
If I am a pitiful secretary, like you say, then the managers wouldn't want me. No matter what you say, my father is not dead.
He is dead. And what are you going to do for a father?
Maybe you should ask what you are going to do for a husband.
I could buy 20 husbands.
So, you would be buying them to sell them again.
You're a smart kid.
Was my father a traitor?
Yes.
What is a traitor?
Someone who makes a promise and breaks it.
Is everyone who swears and lies a traitor?
Yes, and they should be fired.
Everyone?
Everyone.
Who should fire them?
The honest men.
There are enough lying men in the world to beat up the honest and fire them.
Heaven help you for saying that. Now what are you going to do without a father?
If you were dead, you would be crying, and you are not crying, so it is a good sign.
Something dangerous is coming. Take your children and leave. May heaven keep you safe.
Where should I go? I haven't done anything wrong.
Where's your husband?
I hope know where you can find him.
He's a traitor.
You are lying, you shaggy-head villain.
What, you egg, young fry of treachery?
He has killed me, mother. Run.
Let's find a quiet place where we could cry.
Well, instead of crying, let's hold our pens and defend our fallen company like honorable men. Each day, people are fired, new interns cry, and copiers break. Until it sounds like heaven itself feels Dunder Mifflin's anguish and cries of pain.
I'll avenge whatever I believe is wrong, and I'll believe whatever I think is true. He was once an honorable man, and his name is so hard to say. You were one of his favorites, and he hasn't fired you yet. I can tell you're trying to win his favor by betraying me to him.
I'm not like that.
But Macbeth is. My fears can't actually make you evil. One Direction is still amazing, though, even though Zane left. Sorry, Liam.
I've lost all my hope convincing you to fight against Macbeth.
Why did you leave your child and wife vulnerable? How could you leave them behind? But I beg you, don't interpret my solutions as a slander against you. I'm just trying to protect myself.
If I was offered all of Dunder Mifflin, I still wouldn't be on Macbeth's side.
I don't completely distrust you. I do think Dunder Mifflin is sinking under Macbeth. Each day they lose a customer. With the new company under control, it would be even worse than it was before.
Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about myself. When people see all my vices, they'll think Macbeth is as pure as snow.
Even in hell, there wouldn't be a devil worse than Macbeth.
I admit he is a murderer, a liar. He's deceitful, violent, malicious, and guilty of every sin that is in the book. But there is no end, absolutely no end to my sexual desires. The ladies in the office together could not satisfy my lust.
Endless greed and lust is a man's nature. It is caused by many downfalls of managers. But there are still plenty of copy girls.
I'm also incredibly greedy. When we cater from pasta too, I always take more than my fair serving.
Greed is worse than lust. You won't outgrow it. It's been the downfall of many CEOs. But we have enough pasta to satisfy your noodle needs.
But I don't have any good sides. I don't have the traits or qualities of a good CEO, such as justice, truth, modesty, stability, generosity. Instead, I overflow with the opposite of all of those. If I had the power, I would throw Dunder Mifflin down to hell.
Fit to be CEO? You aren't fit to live. Oh, miserable Dunder Scotland, ruled by a murderer. When will we see the profitable days again? Duncan, who is virtuous CEO, your mother prayed more than anything else that the evil inside you makes me never want to return to Dunder, Scotland again.
This passionate outburst proves your integrity. I see now that you're trustworthy and honorable. I take back my confession. I'm still a virgin. I've never told a lie. I barely care about what I own, let alone feel jealous of others, and I've never broken a promise. That was actually the first lie I've told. None of it was true. I'm ready to serve Dunder Mifflin. Before you even arrived, the founder, Old C-Word, was making his way here. May the chances of our survival be as great as the justice of our cause.
It's hard to make such sense of two different stories. Let him in.
Hello.
Is the company the same as when I left it?
It's too afraid to look at itself. Nobody smiles except the interns, who know nothing. Sighs, groans, and shrieks rips through the air, but no one notices. Violent sorrow is a common emotion. When a cubicle is cleaned, no one asks who is fired. The best are fired before their pens run out of ink.
Your report is too poetic, but it sounds so true.
What is the most recent news?
Even news an hour old is old news. Every minute awful things happen.
How is my wife?
She is well.
My children?
They're good too.
Macbeth hasn't fired my wife yet?
They were at peace whenever I left them.
Don't be stingy with your news.
Well, I was coming here to tell you my sad news. I heard many men were about to go on strike. When I saw them picketing, I knew it must be true. Now it is a time when we need your help. Your presence back in the office will inspire people to stay.
Let them be comforted. I am returning. I am bringing Old C-Word.
I wish I could give you good news as well, but I have some news that should never be shared.
Well, what's the news? Does it affect all of us or just one?
No decent man could keep from sharing, but my news is for you.
If it's for me, don't keep it from me. Let me have it.
You will hate me forever after I say this. No man should have to hear these words.
I think I can guess what you're about to say.
Your wife and children were savagely slaughtered.
Merciful heaven, don't be afraid to be sad. Voice your opinion.
My children too?
They killed your wife, your children, your assistants, everyone.
My wife too?
Yes, I said she was.
Take comfort. Let's take revenge on Macbeth.
He doesn't have children. All my pretty children.
Be a man.
I will. But I must also feel like a man. I can't help but to remember what is most precious to me. It was all my fault.
Let this anger motivate you. Let this transform grief into anger. Let loose rage.
I could cry for days. Bring me face to face with that devil. Put him in reach, and may heaven forgive me.
You sound like a man. Let's go forth to Old C-Word. Macbeth is ripe for the picking. Cheer up. A new day will come at last.